going to start a new phase now. I've already gotten a little bit into it. I took some of the 2x2 I had left over and split it in half, and then cut it into, I believe they're 10-inch sections. And then I mount them, 10 inches. Mount them in between the 2x2s, but I notch and bevel the ends, and we'll get into that, and set them in place, and then gel magic them in position. And I also take, which I've already gotten some of them done here, I take my clamps, remember to wrap the area in plastic so you don't stick the clamp to the fitting, to the boat. I put the clamps on because I'll get them adjusted so that they're parallel, so that when I clamp them down the plastic, I know that the top of this is going to be even with the top of this and not sticking up and be below to cause problems later in the future. So I've got the middle and bow seat done with that addition, and this is added to support the span in between here, so that when you're setting on it, the 1/4-inch plywood is not going to be deflected. I've already taken my my sliding square here and marked out the widths and positions of the blocks. I marked the line 1/2 inch set back in, and another one down here that's 3/4 in. So now I'll take it up on my stool here, and then just stay inside the line. Cut into that mark. Take your chisel. Knock that bit out. This one's got a rasp. Up a little bit. Yeah, it's a nice tight fit. And I'll go do the other one, and then we'll come back and show you what I do with this. Okay, now I put my square on top, draw a line to where the edge is on both sides, and then I come down 3/4 of an inch, and I find it's just as easy to hold the block on the bottom. And on this one, check to see, it's got a knot in it, so check to see which side's got the least amount of knot on the bottom of it, and use that as the compression. So this one here looks like it has the best tension side, so I'll make this one the top, because you want it to stretch this way. If there's a knot on top, that's okay, because it'll be under compression. Okay, and now that I've got the top up here, I'll just lay this down right there, and that gives me a 3/4 inch line that'll match up with the depth here. And then I've got on the wrong side, I see, so we can redo it on the side that it should be on. And then we'll come along and draw a line connecting that spot. So now I'll cut out this part. Let me go to the bandsaw. Okay, I've got the notches, you can see, cut into the ends on both sides. And then I always be a little cautious with the lines cut inside them, and get a nice fit, but don't get it so tight where when you force this one in, it makes the gap bigger, which then this causes a problem for all the rest of the ones in. Get it to where it just slides in and fits nice without pushing everything away. So we got one of them done, and I guess I could saw another one on over here to show you what I'm doing, and then when I put them in place, I just butter them up really good with Gel Magic. gaps are, that's a little tight. If the gaps are, if you have gaps, don't worry about it because the Gel Magic will fill them up and it'll be just like one piece of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this on out. It's pretty much the same thing. Bevel both sides, mark the, the inside lines, and then the depth you're going to go and then put in the angle, cut them out. You can use the handsaw if you want to. It's easy. I've got the bandsaw, I might as well use it. So I'll come back when we get them done and box them in place. I have all 5 of the pieces cut out in place. I should probably take my pencil before I do any glue. Actually, I don't need to. I marked them which one was bow and which one was top. I don't necessarily have to mark them because I'm going to pull each one out, fill in the hole with Gel Magic, and then stick them back in and clamp them down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll come back with a little segment on how a couple different ways that I use to lay out the wooden bulkhead panels to fit the panels as they go in, because they're all angles and they can be problematic in order how you figure out the angles to cut them out of the plywood. So we'll come up with that next after I go ahead and Gel Magic these in place. Okay, I've got a little cup of Gel Magic mixed up. I really love this stuff because with the out of the tube, just squeeze it out and it comes out 2 to 1 out of the container. If you were lucky enough to have the fangs to put on the end, the fang nozzle, more power to you. But I heard the original company making the tubes and the little tips stop making that jaw or the fang tip, so too bad. I just love this stuff. Put it on, it stays there. Scrape off some of the excess and use it on the next hole. And if you find you got a little gap along in there, just take some Gel Magic and slide it into place. Just cram it up and it fills up the void. Probably going to have excess on that one too. I find that these cut a lot cleaner than the other ones did. Tighten down. You're really not putting any pressure on the joint, you're just holding those things in place so that the tops will be flush. Yeah. Fill the void here. Also makes a pretty good fairing material to fill in the holes. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and finish this and then we'll come back.